The creek is running here in Raton, New Mexico, Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous. In as many years as I've been coming here, I've never heard the frogs. Day 1, Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous, Raton, New Mexico. This is how I set my trade tent up, and we'll take a walk inside. So this is actually a small portion of everything that I have out on the tables right now. I've got 2 totes that are still about half full of trade goods. And one of the reasons for that, let me get around here, is because I have some rifles and a couple of revolvers I'm trying to unload, and those do take up quite a bit of room on the table. And I'm going to step back here. In years past, I've actually had my trade tent, let me get moved around here, the entire, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but the entire length of this tent, it's about 14 by 14 if I remember correctly. But what I've done, this is the second time I've set this up like this, I've actually put a curtain on the back end of this, and this is where I'm actually staying for the next 9 days. Typically I set this up with at least 4 more tables with all my trade goods out, and then I usually set up a diamond fly separate from the store. And for this old geezer, it's getting to be a bit too much. Get around to the outside and I'll show you where I'm doing all of my cooking and stuff. That's part of my cooking device. I have that hooked up to a propane stove, and I actually built that little burner that's right there. This is just a single stove brazier. Okay, and then my bigger brazier is right there. And fortunately, right now, there are no fire restrictions. So I'm going to be enjoying some really good evening fires. I'll take some more footage of the camp as the camp grows. This would not be the Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous without a few night storms. We just got done a couple hours ago getting a bunch of hail, and just got my moccasins dried out with a fire, and now this one's approaching. Should be an interesting evening. That's one of my neighbors here, and all those candle lanterns. But this storm that's going overhead is pretty spectacular. This is what's above us now. You can see the amount of lightning that is. Wow. What a lightning show. And rain, of course. Quite the light show, isn't it? It does look cool with that teepee setup over there. It's actually about 9:30 in the evening. Actually, right now I'm facing kind of towards the west. I'm going to pan over to the east and I'm going to show you that lodge earlier with all of the candles. Just spectacular. Let's see if I can get a little more of the camp without getting too wet out here. Don't see that every day, do we? Guess I don't have to worry too much about my fire getting out of control tonight. Wow. Different angle of the camp. Somebody's still got a fire going over there. I'm guessing that's underneath their awning. Quite the show. shut her down for now and kind of wait this one out. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and as you can tell, it's still raining. Did not rain like this all night. It rained off and on, but not this heavy. But, well, this is the way it goes sometimes at Rendezvous. At least for me, I can stay inside, dry. It is kind of cold, 6 o'clock in the morning. But, you know, what would Rendezvous be without a little bit of rain? But at least for me, I don't have to worry about having a fire to either cook breakfast or at least cook coffee. I have my brazier here, and I actually converted this to burn propane for just such occasions. Yeah, hopefully this won't last all day. The week-long weather report showed it's supposed to get pretty nice, but I think in the high mountains here, this is kind of unexpected. But anyhow, as they say, it is what it is. And that white spot, middle of the camera, that's part of the archery range. Don't think we'll be shooting any arrows today. And as you can hear, it's still thunder, it's still raining, and this is what the camp looks like thus far. Everybody's wet, cloudy, and cold. There's the flag, obviously. And that's what everything is looking like now. Whiten out a little bit. Well, I'm going to go back inside where it's dry. So that's part of the ridge to the canyon that we're in. And as you can probably surmise, there's water running. And generally, as many times as I've been here, this creek has been dry. We've gotten enough rain here in New Mexico that this has been running since day one, and it's been running clear and clean. But now you can probably see that it's running muddy and dirty, which is a real good indicator that further upstream they have received just as much rain as we have here. And unfortunately, the parking lot is on the other side of this stream, and I've already spoken to a couple of people that have said you're not going to cross the stream without getting your feet wet. Oh well. Well, it's 7:30 and it's begun again. The only thing that could make this rain any worse is driving winds. Fortunately, it's just coming straight down, and I guess the old saying goes, make lemonade out of lemons. Well, it's a two-pot day. Well, the rain has stopped temporarily, so I decided to cook myself some breakfast. And what do we have here? Some fried onions, fried potatoes, a little bit of bacon, and some eggs. Now, typically, what I do, at least this iron skillet, is I usually turn that into my eating plate. That way I don't have to do any dishes other than my eating utensil and the pan. And I generally, once my meal's cooked, I set it on top of that cutting board. So, All I can say for now is bon appetit. Well, go figure. The guy can't even enjoy his meal in peace. Here it comes again. Oh well. This is the Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous 2023. We're getting a little wet. Yeah, it's a bit breezy out here. And I'm holding the camera offhand, so I'm trying to be as steady as I can, friends. Isn't it interesting how you see the powder go off and then a moment later you actually hear the report of the rifle. And there's the targets, or at least one of the targets they're shooting at. But anywho, all of the shooting here at the Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous is all uphill. Let's see, here we go. And all the shooting's done, at least for this year, is all done on the honor system. That was a hit. And that's probably the trail walk that this gentleman's shooting on. There's the target right there.
Joel Sweeney was kind of credited with the 5-string, and it's not certain. Somewhere around mid-1830s, he started touring around Virginia with this style of a 5-string. And I know it was documented he did go to England in 1842 and performed for the Queen with a minstrel banjo. So this is like a minstrel banjo. And I've got some scribed lines on here, but they're not frets. There's no frets, so it's...
Thank you. That's gonna look really good.
Soldier's Joy. Old song, newer 1920s banjo.
Thank you very much. Why don't you tell everybody what your name is?
My name's Ed Hager. I'm from Trinidad, Colorado.
Thank
They
you.
call me Banjo out here.
That's quite obvious. Fade out of here, and once again, thank you.
Some kind of little buzz going on here.
Well,
It's
thank
harder
you.
to
It
hold
looked,
the gourds, you know, that's why I have to play with a strap on it.
yeah.
It won't
Well,
stay in my lap.
it's gonna look good on my YouTube channel.
It's great.
After the rain comes the fire, right?
Well, you know, yeah, and moved it underneath the tarp a little bit so I was able to have some breakfast and at least get my coffee out in the morning. Can't really make fire for that. And I think part of it is really learning to control the fire, you know, how to move the fire to one side and coals to the other.
Yeah,
And
that's a bit much right there.
What?
in my opinion.
Yeah. But I just
Oh.
finished dinner, so now it's kind of a cool night after a day of rain.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
we did get some shooting in today, which is what it's about. and just talking with everybody in community, right? So
And sharing the
tonight we had to,
experiences. I'm actually zooming in on you, so smile for the audience.
yes, it's
Yeah.
been the nights have been great, and it's supposed to be nice out for the rest of the week. So looking
Mm-hmm.
forward to some, hawk matches and shooting matches, and some more hanging out with friends that you've known for years, right? So
The camaraderie,
the
you bet.
camaraderie is definitely there, and it's harder to cook everything right this way. You have to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's actually enjoyable. So.
Yeah, actually becomes second nature
Yeah,
once you get
and
used to it.
sometimes some people they come in and they want to still use their lighter. I still like flint and steel. I still have to practice that. Like in the morning, I'll find one charcoal still lit and
Mm-hmm.
turn that and make a bird's nest and start a fire. And a lot of people still need to learn that because it's about not just a bunch of guys getting together and camping. It's a bunch of guys getting together and remembering the past and living as they did. So it wasn't as easy. You don't have all the modern accessories in the camp setup that you would normally have today. So I like
Nice.
that part of it is learning the past history and how people made things and did things, starting fires. With whether it's a hand drill or it's a a
Bow
stick
drill.
drill
Yep.
or it's a flint and steel like we use here a lot. That goes back a long time, and I think the only thing we don't do that would be original would be actually going out and killing the game and bringing it in and doing
Well,
that.
I was here probably 7 years ago, and they butchered a buffalo right in the middle of the camp.
Yeah, that's nice. If you get
Yeah.
somebody to do that,
Yep.
donate that, something like that.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, if you don't have anything else to say, I'm going to zoom in, and you can smile for the audience.
Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Well, as you can tell, I'm here at Rendezvous, and like every other rendezvous I attend, I roast my own coffee beans. And scroll back on this channel, you'll see precisely how this is done. These are just at the point of being finished, and then when they get cooled off, obviously I'll ground them up and share what I have with the camp. Looks like we have a pretty good draft coming in through this teepee. Got a few more campers during the week. Got a few back there in Rowdy Camp. And everybody's having a good time. And this is what Rendezvous is all about. Having a good time and getting reacquainted with friends and meeting new friends. Nothing like a good community fire. Good conversation, a lot of young kids laughing and enjoying Rendezvous. Well, breakfast starts with a good bed of coals in a steel pan, frying some onions for flavor, and of course the coffee is hot. And not only that, I found a piece of sausage to add in there. Looking good. And this is what it's all about. Getting your food to have that smoky flavor. And there are the eggs. I think the only thing I can say about this at this point, this meal would be fit for a peasant. And I say that because I'm not a king. Don't know how well the camera's picking any of this up. There's one reason why when you come to the Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous that nobody is in a hurry to get up and get things done and start walking around, because there is a tremendous amount of dew in the grass. But it's still beautiful to see and wonderful to experience. Ah, bon appetit. This is one reason why I like having this particular frying pan, because once I cook my meal in it, I can just turn right around and use it as a plate, and I put it on a piece of wood, well, my cutting board actually, and then I have less dishes to do. Just real quick here, zooming in on what is a flintlock shooters only competition. There's several flintlock shooters up on the shooting line. I should be there, but it's kind of difficult to run a store and take part of some of these competitions here. There we go. Now I had the camera zoomed in, and I can see from this side of the view screen that it's pretty shaky, so I apologize for that. I'm not quite sure what everybody's shooting at, but obviously that's the targets. Even the ladies. Here are the women competing knife and hog.
We got a lot of new faces this year.
That's good.
And this guy's gonna about done. Yeah, just in time, huh?
How far down the list?
Okay, good
We
enough.
got nobody on the list yet.
There's my...
And now the men.
Oh, is this it? We should go now? You're making me go first.
Today, Junior.
Tickle, tickle.
Ooh.
You can remove that. I can? Yeah. You can throw all 5 without they don't have to be at the same time. It's just 5 throws of each.
5 each?
Yep. You can do it any order you want.
You gotta have a hawk.
Did you guys just start?
Once?
Well, I find myself.
Where's it next?
Say it again.
All at once.
Maybe he hadn't pulled his stuff down here either. I don't know if it's gonna throw together or not.
Mine's Daniel's names? Yeah. I'll get you down.
Who wants to go? That and I guess we're like Janie in the first place.
That's a dangerous thing. When you don't know there's alcohol.
Yep, that's 2 and 2.
I'm pretty positive that's how it's going. Is that how it's done, Ty, on the aggregate? You keep your highest score?
For the week?
Yeah.
No, it's added up.
No, I meant for the perversion. My bad.
Oh yeah, just the one score matters.
But if you hit it and knocked it off and it didn't stick, is that what happens there?
So, say if I
Sounds like you're teaching my knife bad lessons.
got a lower score, not it.
And you can get a new card. They're right there on the left.
That would have been okay.
Yes.
When I won Tomboy at the Chief, Mud Turtle made mine. Oh yeah, he was here yesterday.
No, you're fine. You can step back.
I don't know, he might be paying a lot.
Hey, Steve. Thank you.
But that's about the distance of mine. That's your Yeah. 595.
Well, I guess it's
Right.
really, but it's kind of up to you how you want to. A lot of times at home, I'll throw my hockey in there. Yeah.
Oh.
But sometimes, I'll catch my hockey and play. That goes a little bit. I was wondering if he's going to make it down here, Danny.
Talk time.
Wow, he's talking monster stuff. I don't know where he is now.
Okay.
That way if it slides
Got it.
Good job.
I think you cut it.
I hate to leave him over there, but I don't think he can get over in the grass with the food.
Bad when I started. I knew it.
A little bit further to the right.
Get a hawk thrown at you.
Good. Not while I'm sitting behind you, no, it ain't.
Good point.
Hey, I'm wide enough for the target. One comes at me from the front, I'm sending one back. If any of you guys need
Which one's that?
thank you.
The side with all the teeth.
Barking spider?
Ooh.
Please pray tell.
I like her hawk better.
Just the one.
It's not mine. I've never thrown it before. Not mine? Yeah. That's what I threw yesterday. Thank you.
A little bit more to the right, Mike.
Yesterday it was to the left.
I'm expeditious.
Expeditious?
Expeditious.
Ambidextrous?
Whatever.
Is that looking good?
No, but dang. Right down the middle.
Looks like the lady's log's a little lopsided.
Is that 5?
Nope.
I do one rendezvous for this trail walk. Might be like that. Then your next target is like that.
You caught a chip that piece flying?
I saw that.
How'd that look on the camera?
What piece flying?
Cut the corner.
And they're
I never saw it. And he didn't tell me.
We'll do it over.
There's no do-overs.
zero.
Bullseye.
Hey, right in the center of the log.
That'll be the last day, won't it?
I have no idea. This is my first time.
I like yours.
Mine too.
How many do I get?
Oh, I think that's
Card
a
was paid
2.
actor. I have no chair to the edge.
Still a 2.
Still a 2?
Cut it?
Okay. Okay, if you take all my sticks out of
That's only on the perversion.
I see how you guys are.
I'm not doing well.
Ooh. He caught it.
Cheat, cheat, cheat.
That's going to really look good on camera.
It would if he put it on Zoom, but he didn't use the Zoom.
I just hope he remembered to turn it on.
Oh.
Is there a time for it to stick? It has to stick? How long it has to stay?
That 4?
You have to walk up. Yes, you have one more.
Literally walk up and pull it. Yeah.
Walk up and pull it. If you catch it before it falls,
You better get running then.
That was 5 right
I thought that was only in the perversion. That's his thing.
Shut up and knife on the ground.
That ain't good.
I gotta remember to after this, I gotta remember to
Three more camps.
basically no new games today.
They have what?
Put us in repairs.
Yeah, I like yours.
And we technically did have 2 separate
Probably just a shower. While I'm there, might as well.
Puts us at 38.
I really want to take a shower.
Yeah, with 3 more this afternoon. It'll,
Well, some of those were just for Dave.
I'm perfectly happy.
oh. Well, I also found some like hidden over on the side. We'll relook at it and see.
Okay.
So there's a camp
Thank you,
over there
though.
trying to. I didn't realize there was a camper thing that we could just ride on 1, 2, and just keep it running.
Get a certain
We'll do that when we
I
try.
care about it.
How many was that? Was that 5?
that was
And
5.
they can pay?
They can. I'm fine with that.
One of the guys I work for,
This guy has one hell of a sombrero.
King Kong! King Kong!
About the year old.
More to the right! More to the right!
This gentleman's name's Robert, and I've been rendezvousing with him for at least 10, 12 years.
He's got a bottle just out of where the picture is. And then there's a 9.
different time, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I hadn't planned to put you in the shot yet.
What's up, Jack?
I even threw one night. I even threw.
Hey, Robert, smile for the camera. Yeah, yep.
I say no one. No one has touched it. It says
That's more right. Yep. More right. You're right, one wrong. Wolf trapper on the wall.
I broke down on the part under and then covered. I don't want to take that off and on again.
Well, he did.
But I will careful with your knife, Joe. For your face. For
Well, it was cool.
I got
My knee was but anyway, back then, yeah. My knee was up, that's an 8 ounce.
Well, I didn't realize.
I guess I should turn on the camera. Do-overs there, Robert. You need a do-over.
Stacked all the others.
Do that one again. We didn't have the camera.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, whatever, if you want to call
Well, we thought everybody going to sleep, so we said, well, let's just go ahead and call. He always like, you're putting us all to sleep, but it's nice.
And you know, when I recorded you guys doing Ghost Riders in the Sky, I haven't put that up yet because my wife got it at least.
Oh, it's like cereal milk. Like strawberry milk or something like it. Doesn't really have a name, yeah.
No, I'm trying. Since I had COVID, I can't. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Yes. Like
I'm on all your
like strawberry milk.
Okay. Now, since when did they start breeding strawberry cows?
They just dye them pink and it comes out strawberry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know how to get chocolate milk. That comes out.
And this is the Camp Boozley for the year. Ty.
They're all around there. Everybody's sitting there. Uncle Joe's sitting there. Everybody's talking to him. He wasn't dressed out. So he's sitting there and
They're a big difference in the shoes lower than I think. Oh, yeah.
long dresses. They don't really quite standing there.
Yeah, I got more.
Yeah. And I had to take off.
Ooh.
Oh, but it was funny because you didn't hear.
Well, thankfully, the water, the little creek here, is running clear and running a little less wide, and that's a good thing because we got to cross this creek to get over to the archery shooting range, and that's where I'm heading right now. Let's hope I don't slip and get my moccasins wet. So in years past, this is where the archery competitions were held, and it's always been a trail walk. And in years past, they would always have daily archery shoots in this same area, but this year they moved the daily archery shoots to another location. So I'm going to kind of walk up to the targets and kind of give you a view of what the shooting competition was like for this. This was the first target, and the way they set this particular trail walk up, you got 2 shots at this target from 2 different angles. This was the first angle, and I'll get positioned and show you the second angle. A little further back, but this was the angle. Then the next target was this target right here at a little bit closer. Let me get up to the stake and show you the distance. Now if you look at that bear's head, you can see that line. That head detaches. My first shot, the vibration of the arrow knocked the head off of the target, and I should have gone and picked it up, because my next shot at this distance would have hit the head. And so there's a note for me, dumbass. Next time you knock a head off a target, take the extra time to go put it back on. It might just cost you a point. And I'm kind of running out of batteries here, guys. So this was another target, and there ended up being 20 targets total all the way to that distance. And that white target was the last target of the day. And total of 20 targets, 2 shots a target, and I ended up scoring a total of 18 out of 20 hits. So it was a lot of fun, and I actually shot it with the two ladies that I enjoyed their company also. So I'm going to go back to my lodge and get some something to get these mosquitoes away. They're horrible tonight. What a sight. There's primitive and there's deer feeding right there. I'll move and see if I can't get a little bit more of them. Egg cooking contest. The entire camp is here other than that lone shooter.
You'll remember that next time. You had more room. A lot less of a run.
That will probably be bowling. I bet that's bowling.
But you did good.
You don't have the wire? No, I have no wire. Where's your wire? We don't even have them.
Do not. Holes in your clothes.
It's like
You have to keep getting on her, huh?
Gotta go get more water. Better get that fire going. I want to see you on.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, you're talking.
Oh, doing good over here?
Our water's boiling.
It's starting to.
Yeah, you gotta leave it there for at least a minute.
Who's R? It's R, not R.
3 minutes. For at least 3 minutes.
Put it in here. Put it in here. In here.
No, because then that'll make the water hot. Yeah. Put it on the ground, and then the water's so cold, it'll cool down the egg enough so it can put on your head.
Ellery, did you bring up?
You would actually stick that rag on his head when she cracks him.
She brought that.
Or she could grab that to use.
Pull it out.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Pick it up.
This is gonna leave a mark. All right, this is gonna be
Egg is hot.
Ellery.
There you
Use
go.
this.
Gentlemen.
We already have the wash.
No, you use it on your hand to grab that egg.
Pick it up. Now lean over so she can hit you. Hard.
on his head.
On his head.
We're still going. We're still going. They did good. They were close.
She's using. Come on. Smash it. Oh!
That's hard. Wait. That's Ty. You call it. Come on, get water. Get it back on. We got 2 runny eggs. Dang it.
That didn't work out. That was a runny egg.
I was
Does this work? Yeah.
Thank you, JJ.
Oh, nice.
How's it doing, guys? It's starting to bubble.
So, welcome to the Santa Fe Trails 2023. This is probably our premiere event of the week. This is the Ma and Pa Egg Cook. That man is eating a runny egg because they tried to win and hadn't got it yet. But this is your 2023 Ma and Pa Egg Cook. Please come join us for 2024.
Thrown in the mix and participate.
When y'all need a fire to be made, find a mountain man. We know how to do it.
Not really.
The entire camp is here watching this event.
Okay, dump it out. She takes.
No. Just dump it onto the grass.
Okay.
Now,
Well, don't crack it.
I didn't crack
Put the cup down. Give me that.
you want to take your hat off? Yes. You have to take the hat off. It might burn.
It's gonna burn.
Smack it. What happens there? It's runny.
Do it. It's gonna burn. It's hot.
It's gonna burn.
Ooh! Is it?
It's a little early.
Okay, we're
close. We're real close. We're getting
Okay,
there.
George, yours just started.
Well, I think I would dare say that this time of day, for me personally at Rendezvous, is probably one of the most solemn parts of Rendezvous. Just sitting here, enjoying a nice hot fire and a nice hot cup of coffee. And watch the sun make its way into this canyon. Very picturesque of the Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous, especially this time of the day.
I'll tell you what, I was raised in North Texas. North Lake College. And I spent most of my life feeding cows in the dark, in the mud, or 100 degrees, 100% humidity. We're still blocking the paint. I just kept driving northwest till I didn't see a John Deere tractor.
What about the guitars?
Yeah.
Over
there with Lil.
It depends, you know, the version of it, you know. It's like I say, I have other bands. I have steel.
I had a red Ranger, like the FBI and the CIA.
Do that again.
So far.
It's like Levi
Yeah.
candlelight.
This is how you hide from the F.
You know, when this war breaks out, we're going to have to be guerrilla fighters. I said, why we're going to fight guerrillas? They ain't done nothing. Don't quit a minute. What you said.
Yeah. Thank you.